Hello, Libra, and welcome back. This is your 18 forecast. All right, Libra, we are doing things a little bit differently this month. This month, we are going to discuss your shadow side and the shadow sides of your situation, your personality that got you where you are now. Then we will come over and we will talk about what is happening now that your shadow side has led you to this place. Then we will talk about what your higher self has to say about all of this, okay? All right, Libra. So the first thing we had to come out for your shadow card, Libra, is thirst, okay? Craving, compulsion, obsession, okay? Accompanying that is the major arcana, the sun card in reverse. Okay. Also, sorry about the talking in the background. And the kids playing. So, also Libra, we have the past a prisoner, bitterness, grudge, and refusing to let go. Okay, accompanying that, we have the King of Pentacles himself. Okay, so let me tell you what I see right here. I almost called it Sagittarius. Probably because I'm looking at this Leo card right here, the sun in reverse. What I see here is that I see somebody here like they're. I'm gonna have to put it all together because I see it with these three right here. What I see right here in the shadow aspect, Libra, is that someone here is obsessed with status. They're obsessed with status right here. Okay, and somebody here has this status. Okay, somebody's obsessive over it. They want it. Okay, they feel like it belongs to them. They should have it. They should be the one that should be with this person. And they just cannot let go. And they are obsessed over this money, this status, and this power. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. You know, for some of you all, this could be an Aquarius or any air sign. Of course, this could be Aquarius, this can be a Taurus or any air sign. This can be a Leo, or any fire sign. Um, we got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces on the table. Like, you know, and when I look at like this past a prison, you know, for some reason when I look in the background of this oracle card, I see like maybe this King of Pentacles is like, a pastor at a church. So they have this status, this money, this power. Maybe they are a sergeant is what they call them. Sergeant. You can tell I ain't never been in jail. Or like a sergeant at like a prison or something like that. To me, when I look back here, I see some sort of a building, that someone obtains their status, their money, their power through. Okay. And, you know, whatever it is or whoever it is, this is about somebody being obsessed, very needy, and feeling very deserving of that, of what somebody else has here. And they feel some type of way. Right here with this sun card being in reverse. This is a major arcana. The majors, they are the main thing. They are almost the set in stone attributes of a reading. Somebody here conceited. They feel like this is supposed to be them, with this, or this is the partner for them, regardless if this king has a partner or something like that. So this is where bitterness come in, holding a grudge. Some of you all have even been with this person, this King of Pentacles, and now you're not. And the obsession over this money, power, respect, status, and feeling obligated to that, that's where the refusal to let go comes in. That like maybe somebody was dealing with this King of Pentacles and now they no longer are not, or soon they will not be. And I'll tell you, because I can see it right here and I can see it up here as well. And also I feel like because this Sun card in reverse and this thirst is here together, and I just feel like someone absolutely feels entitled here to someone else's partner who has this money, power, status, respect, or what have you. I feel like this obsession and like this, I don't know what word I'm looking for. This need to have this. I feel like, especially for those who were with this King of Pentacles energy in the past, I feel like this person probably like used this damn obsession, this conceitedness, this, oh, I know I can have this or have whoever. I feel like someone picked up on that and they used someone else in their attitude about life and how they go after getting what they want. I feel like they used that as a tool, to get what they wanted, or they are using it as a tool to get what they want from this person. Like maybe they had sex with you and then dropped you or something. That's where the past, a prisoner is coming in at. I also feel like this person was or is probably married. I can see it up here. And I also feel like their significant other, for some of you all, this have been going on for quite some time, let me say that. But their significant other does not plan on giving up. And this would be where the grudge is coming in at again. Because this King of Pentacles was probably already with someone. As we can see right here with the tentacles, okay, in the upright, and somebody here defending that damn relationship up here. And I haven't even made it up there yet, but I want to show you what I'm talking about. So like I said, this person, probably is married or probably was married, but whatever the case, the significant other, the other person to this party, I feel like this person, they are not giving up. They refuse to give up their money, their power, their success that they have through this energy right here. Or they refuse to deal with somebody right here who can actually mess that up because they are so obsessed with it or something. For some of y'all too, I feel like, this significant other that this king, or queen be with, I mean, you never know. Let's not get caught up in the gender of it, But I feel like for some of you all, this person's significant other, like for some of you all, was like, it's like actually a friend of yours, or they was a friend of yours until they found out about this right here, Libra, you or somebody else, I just feel some sort of familiar energy about this person, their partner, in the shadow attributes of somebody on the outside obsessing over this person or them and their partner's success and status, and they want to come in and grab that, okay? I just feel like they are familiar with one another. Like maybe it's familiar in a way that maybe they're not friends, like these two energies are not friends, but this been going on for so long of trying to like take away someone else's partner, because again we are talking about somebody absolutely obsessed right here. Okay. They're egotistical, they're conceited, and they feel like this is what they supposed to have, you know, nothing less, or whatever. I can't say it's something that it's anything wrong with it, with this specific part right there. You know, now some of this other stuff may be questionable, depending on the situation, because we're talking about morals and values here, but wanting the best, I don't really see anything wrong with that. I'll say that. But, and I feel like for those of you, you actually met this damn King of Pentacles through your friend. For some of you all, I feel like that. And now someone is trying to take their friend's partner because their partner is, they're the status that someone else wants up here, Libra. We still in the shadow attributes of obsessing over somebody with this money, this power, and this respect. We are still in the shadow attributes, like they crave it, they need it, they will go to the highest bidder. Okay? What else? Yeah, some of you are why Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? But I keep really feeling the emphasis on Scorpio and Aquarius for some reason, and Leo and Taurus. I can't really quite put my finger on yeah. I don't know what it is. But anyway, we are in this. Okay, so we are done now, Libra, with the shadow aspects. Just to recap, the shadow aspect, somebody here is totally obsessed with money, power, respect, or whatever it is. They are bitter towards someone who got this. They holding a grudge towards someone like this. They are refusing to let go of somebody who has this money, power, and this respect. They don't want to move on. They feel like, damn it, this is mine, and I deserve this. Okay, I want it. And why am I not getting it? Something like that. So let's go to the map. And the map, Libra, is really about like now what is happening now that we know where you are in your shadow aspects and what part of your shadow aspects got you to where you are. Now with the map, we are going to talk about like what's happening now that you're there, okay? So the first thing that came out, Libra, is storm fields. Child, and that was backed by the other major arcana, another major arcana, the Fool. Okay. What I see right here is that, let me find out a nice way to say this. Because I feel something coming off of this right here. Especially with this 9 of Wands right here with the higher self. The map, what's happening now is what I see, Libra. You or somebody here, you have to move on because your obsession is, or it will be, a fail. Storm fields say that there is fucking chaos and disorder all around you. It's chaos and disorder all around you. And I feel like this disorder and this uproar, like it's going to cause you to ship out or be shipped out or forced to ship out. Okay? And I actually feel like looking up here, the higher self is saying that someone is actually actively working on shipping this whole chaos situation out of the building. They are actively working on that now. With the two majors, the sun in reverse, in this Fool right here, These are two things you can't change. So someone here is having to get like, I feel like very creative with how they shift this out. Because not only that, but somebody, this is about repetitive. Like someone here has a repetitive, it's an obsession. So, with the sun card here too, it's like a repetitive behavior. Like maybe this person is known for doing this. They do this all the time. Or something like that. They go for men in the community, for men in the family, for what have you. They have this right here, and they are jealous of anybody in the community, or jealous of anybody in the house that has this status or is with someone with this status. And someone, I feel like right here, is getting very creative with how they're about to get rid of this damn chaos and uproar that, I don't know, somebody just keep like, it just feels repetitive, especially with obsession being up here. And obsession is repetitive because you obsess over it. So somebody right here with this major arcana, this will come to an end. And I feel like, I just can't shake the feeling that someone here is going to be very, very creative with the way that they ship this shit out. And I mean very creative, because they be tired, but this is not their first rodeo, and I don't think they're going to give up on their family if this is a third party situation. Okay? I just don't. I don't think that they're going to give up on their family. Also, like, this tells me here as well. But why don't we just go and pull both of them? We got the Tailsman in reverse, and we got the Wizard of Awareness in reverse. I wasn't trying to do the Wizard of Awareness, but he makes sense. I was trying to do the Tailsman. But anyway, both of them in the reverse. This also says that somebody's awareness of the way that they operate and this obsession that they have, I feel like they don't understand that it's like a feed that they have. It's a feed that they have. And this tells me, this Wizard of Awareness said that they are probably not aware of that, the way that they operate, or they just maybe feel like that's just like the way that they are. But somebody right here understands and has probably seen that this is repetitive as hell, and that someone does not realize who and what is off limits. The Sun in reverse show that this is a fucking ego thing. They don't understand. They are obsessive and compulsive and craving when it comes to money, status, respect. Okay? It's repetitive here. So, let's move to the higher self. Let's move over here to the higher self and see like what the higher self has to say about this situation, Libra. So, alright, so that was there. So what we have here with the higher self is we have the golden unicorn, protector, guardian, champion, accompanied by the Nine of Wands. Is that one? Yeah, Nine of Wands. I feel like the higher self. I feel like someone is getting help from another realm because they are so tired. They have probably exhausted their damn resources, and they are just tired. And now their help. That's why I feel like somebody about to get rid of this shit in a very creative way, because I feel like someone else is getting help and advice from a whole nother realm when it comes to this. The way that they are about to get rid of and execute this situation, I feel like it's about to be very sophisticated. Okay? Some of the most sophisticated shit you ever seen. Okay? Listen, the next card we have is Salud. She's about vitality, health, and energy. Okay, and somebody here still has the energy to fight for their Ten of Cups, for their King of Pentacles. This foundation that they have built. Yeah, they are tired. But there's about to be some intervening here from another realm. Because I just keep feeling like the way that this situation is about to be shut down, it's about to be so sophisticated. You know, I just sense that someone has like a very sophisticated way of how they are about to deal with this money, power, and ego hungry person. I mean, it's extremely sophisticated. It's so sophisticated on how they plan to deal with this. This is almost just like too damn good. Like by the time somebody realizes what has happened here, I feel like it's gonna be too late, like much too late. I feel like this person is getting help from another realm. You know what I'm saying? Like they are tired, but they do not plan on giving up. I don't feel like they plan on giving up. For the simple fact, somebody here got a reputation. Okay? And that be just the reason within itself that someone is not giving up. Because they refuse to let that person, they refuse to be a victim of that person in some sort of a way. You know. Yeah, somebody that thinks that somebody is not going to continue to fight for their family, honey, they are crazy with a capital C. I feel that on on these cards. I feel like they are looked over, they are protected, and they are being guided, even though they are being they are tired. You know, they not be feeling very up to par. But when it comes to maintaining this status in this family, they might just keep fighting for this. They might just keep fighting for this. Some of y'all, some of y'all are the high priestess, or some of y'all messing with a high priestess, and she about to end all this shit. She about to end all of it. He or she. I don't know your life. I don't know your life, but somebody about to end this too. But I was picking up something else here, Libra. Yeah, I was picking up that some of y'all messing with a high priestess, and they are going to fight for what they want. Seeing what else I get here, Libra. Somebody working on getting rid of this chaos. Okay. Somebody working on getting rid of this chaos. And I feel like this may be where like the bitter and stuff is coming in there, because somebody like right here, they are refusing to give up. They're refusing to give up. I feel like they are going to make somebody else give up. And it's going to be someone is going to outsmart someone here at their own damn game. Let's just say that. They're going to outsmart them. So, Libra, that is what I have for you for the month of April. You guys have a good one. Bye.